His love life is talked about all over the internet. He was on Dancing with the Stars, despite not being able to dance. He once wrangled a kangaroo with his bare hands.
I did what?
He's your favorite reality TV fuckboy reformed. He can make a woman fall in love at first sight. He is Harry Jowsey, boyfriend material.
Wait, you're half
Latino.
Scottish?
That's why I don't take shit. That's why I'm on this podcast.
Wait, you're Scottish and Latino? Or where's your dad
Scottish, yeah, Scottish Latino, yeah.
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah, I can speak Spanish.
No, you can't.
I can, yeah, that was my first language. And then I had to learn English. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
That's... Anything else?
Yeah.
I want to go to the library and eat an apple.
Quiero ir al... I don't know how to say library, pero quiero comer una manzana.
Manzana. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, and
Library? I don't know what the fucking library is. Biblioteca. Yeah, but nobody fucking says that. I feel like Latinos just, they speak Spanglish. Like, my mum will say, like, speak full-blown Spanish and then say one English word.
Really?
yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. I'm trying to learn. I go Duolingo.
Have you? Yeah.
I know manzanas, agua, chupacabra.
What buzzword? Chupacabra. That's like a certain time of night, brother.
Yeah. Apparently it means like sucking goat.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
All right, welcome back to Boyfriend Material, you little chupacabras. I hope you're doing amazing. Look, we got a crazy episode today. Today, I'm joined by a racing car driver, entrepreneur, and social media influencer. You may have seen him on Tour to Handle, or you may have seen him in some drama. We have Seb on the show. How you feeling?
I feel, yeah, as good as I can be, mate. I don't actually know how I feel yet.
Wait, why? Have you spoken to anyone?
In what sense?
Like a therapist?
No.
Okay.
No.
Are you happy? Are you sad? What's going on?
You know what, right? I'm happy. Yeah, I am. Okay. No, I am. I am happy. Like, overall happy, but
yeah,
you know what the social media world's like, man. Like, it can really mess with you.
Whoa, fuck yeah! You read my comments.
Fuck, it's great. Mine.
Yeah. Yeah, they're bad. All right, before we get into that, we want to talk about racing because I didn't know you were a race car driver.
Yeah. So pre-television show, that's what I done.
What?
Yeah. Last season I raced for Porsche in the Carrera Cup.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Creator Cup?
Like, no, Carrera Cup. It's the Porsche.
I thought it was like Creator Cup, like a bunch of influencers.
Nah. Mate, actually, funny you say that. That's something that's kind of in the pipeline that I'm working.
Really?
Yeah. That would be fire. Do you know? Can you drive?
Brother, I'm fucking 6'5". There's no way.
Trust me, we'll find a way.
No, give me like a go-kart. I'm chilling.
No. We'll get you in a proper car.
Wait, how does it work though? Because I know you start as a go-kart racer and then you work
can
your way
start
up.
go-karting. I went from go-karting to Formula Ford. Signed my first, which is a single seater. Signed my first like professional contract 4 years into racing and I raced in Germany with a BMW team.
Yeah.
And then year after that was supposed to be racing a Porsche in the UK. COVID happened, cancelled it. Went on the TV show.
Crazy. This is nuts.
I know. That's my thing. That's like, I look for that in my life.
I look for that.
I look for that in my life. Like, that's my thing. And yeah, I'm getting back to it. I was supposed to be racing in a Lamborghini championship this season in America.
Wait,
but it all kind of fell through, so it'll be next season, hopefully.
Did they, like, what are the levels? Is obviously F1's the goal?
No. I'm past F1. I'm just being honest. I'm way past F1. I can't do the F1. Yeah, no, like your dad's got to be a billionaire or you've got to be extremely good. And I'm okay.
Okay, yeah, because I heard it's kind of political.
It's very political, yeah. There's a lot of like toxic stuff that goes on with racing, but it's all money, man. It's
because like you have to like they'll put you in a shit car if your family or some shit hasn't donated or whatever.
Like the more you pay, the better you'll be, and the better you get, the more you pay.
So you think Lewis Hamilton just paid a fuck ton?
Oh, probably. I don't know the ins and outs of Lewis Hamilton because he's
crazy.
Like he was obviously sponsored by like McLaren, like he was brought up through the McLaren program and stuff. Right. So I don't know how much he had to pay, but yeah, for sure at the start of his career, he would be paying or somebody would be paying.
Jesus. Yeah. What's like the end goal with that?
NASCAR. I'd love that. NASCAR is where it's at. Yeah.
Have you seen Indy 500?
Well, my godfather raced Indy 500. He's 4-time champion.
Crazy.
And because of him, that's why I wanted to race.
Really?
Yeah, the Indy 500's like that is ultimately, that used to be my dream as a kid.
Have you had any big crashes?
Of course. That's why I'm not a Formula 1 driver.
Wait, you just like ran into a fucking wall?
Yeah, oh no, I've had some like big accidents. I've broke How many things have I broken? I snapped both my thumbs at once. My
At
kneecap,
once?
my ribs. I had concussion to the point where I think it's still affecting me. A real bad concussion. That's why I'm good at television. Because I think the concussion really has messed with me.
Really?
Yeah, to an extent. Yeah, my memory's bad. Sometimes I can't get my words out in some occasions. It's fucked. It's fucked. Yeah, it was real bad. Yeah, like I crashed real hard, and what it was, so I went to is it neurologist or something? I had to get brain scans.
Yeah, neurologist.
Neurologist. Is that?
Yeah.
I always get messed up
every time.
So I went to a neurologist, got a brain scan, and I had a bruised brain because basically I stopped that suddenly. I didn't hit my head, but because I stopped that hard, my brain hit my skull.
Oh, wait, doesn't that knock you out? Isn't that?
It kind of dazed me, but I got out of the car and thinking, like, I'm not a pussy. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm fine, I'm good.
Yeah.
Went home, obviously, race was over, went home, woke up, I think like a couple days later, woke up for work. I was working for my dad at the time. And I was like, fuck, Dad, like, I can't see. Like, genuinely, my vision was like,
wait, how
really
did you call
close.
him?
I just did. Because I could see, but I wasn't but like my vision just closed up.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, like I could see, right?
Okay.
But my vision was all closed up, and I was like, Dad, like everything's weird. Like, you know when you do a massive workout,
Yeah.
you're a workout guy, right?
Yeah, I love workouts.
And you know when like you push yourself and like you're like your vision starts going.
Well, I haven't gone that hard.
Really?
No.
I
see like stars
I must just
and
be
shit.
a pussy.
Yeah, brother. What?
But yeah, like stars.
Yeah.
Exactly. And like everything kind of like closes in, you see like that's what was going on.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and I was like, and I could like genuinely like struggling to talk and stuff. And I was like, go and see the doctor. And he was like, yeah, you've had a delayed concussion, which apparently is a thing. I didn't know.
What?
So yeah, you've had a delayed concussion, and
How do you fix it?
you can't because it's like just a bruised brain. It's like I didn't crack anything, break anything.
Jesus,
Yeah.
bro. That's crazy.
And he said, look, you're probably going to be affected. Like you've lost. He was like, without a doubt, you would have lost some memory. I was like, well, I don't know what I've forgotten. So I was like, how the fuck am I going to know what I've forgotten?
Yeah.
And he was like, well, you can't. He was like, so yeah. So I was like, well, I mean, I don't know what memory I've lost, obviously. You know? So he was like, yeah, like you know, side effects are memory loss, shit like that, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's not affecting me that bad. I'm just being a bit dramatic.
And you still want to do
I was
it?
in a leg brace for like 6 months.
You want to keep driving?
Yeah, I
It
love
sounds
it,
horrible.
bro. I love it. I don't know, but it's just I love it. That's my thing.
It sounds horrible.
No, it's great. Trust
you
me.
can, You can race my Lambo if you want.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Actually, let's go on a racetrack.
No, it's okay.
100%. No. I'll teach you how to crash good. But
Okay.
yeah, no. So that's the plan. Moving forward, that's why I chose to go on the TV show initially.
Really?
Yeah, just to make myself more of a brand.
Do you think the PR stunt with Micah helped the racing?
Fuck off. I knew you'd start saying some ropey shit like that.
Yeah.
That was not a PR. That was literally just, you know what I'm like. I am friend. I
Yeah.
could be friends with an empty room.
True.
You could sit me in here and I'd talk to myself and make an episode
and not remember
about
it as well.
And not remember it. Wake up the next day like, fuck, what happened? But nah, man, that is just that. Yeah, the stuff for Micah is just, that is friends and that.
Brother, the fact that Micah's the other woman is crazy.
Fuck off. You're gonna get me hung.
No, okay, should we get into it a little bit?
Yeah, let's get deep. Let me take a look at this.
Okay. Yeah, he's not drinking alcohol, guys.
No, that I can't. If I drink alcohol, man,
Yeah.
nah.
It's game over. Okay, well, let's get serious because obviously the situation that is going on online is not fun
Not good.
at all. And you and Kayla been in love since Taught to Handle.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy journey. I'm sure there's been a lot of ups and downs, but all of a sudden, if you guys have seen it, don't look it up. But there's been a little bit of drama. You had your breakup, very public.
No, by all look it up by all means.
Okay.
You know, it's
Look it
out
up.
there. Look, I mean, we're already dealing with millions and millions of eyes on it. So
Yeah.
what's a few more million?
Well,
You know, that's the and that's the
Yeah.
thing is like, that's the beauty and the curse of social media. Is like, you think you can control what's going on, you can't.
no.
No, as soon as it grows arms and legs, you can't control it, and that's what I've learned.
Yeah.
It's what Kayla and I have both learned.
Well, so you said on a comment that you found out you were single on your FYP.
Yeah.
How does, like, was there no prior conversation or?
Here's the story, right? And I actually made a video off the back of it.
Yeah.
Kind of playing it down. Like, I was in shock of the whole situation.
Well, I did laugh at your video because you were so like, hey guys, welcome back.
I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, that, to me, that is me.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, yeah, I'm sad. Of course I'm sad. But what you see online isn't necessarily how I feel, you know, in person, right? Of course I was heartbroken. But what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to sit and cry on my TikTok. I'm not that guy.
Yeah. Well, she did post screenshots of the text in her response.
Yeah.
So you guys kind of did know.
Can I tell you something? I met Kayla yesterday. I didn't want to tell you this until now.
What?
I know it would take you by surprise, and that's why I wanted to see your reaction.
Wait.
We met up yesterday and we discussed everything, and it was a wonderful conversation.
Wait, really?
Yeah, genuinely.
What?
So,
Okay,
so
what
now
was-
let me now that I've aired that out.
Okay,
let
fuck.
me speak freely.
Here goes the whole podcast. Okay, yeah.
No.
Speak freely. Talk your shit.
So, I had this conversation with her, and I was like, so I made the video obviously saying that I found out I was saying on my For You page,
Yeah.
made the situation worse. I deleted the video. I was like, fuck it. I was like, I don't need to keep fueling a fire for nobody knows the true story apart from Kayla and I.
Right.
And you, to a certain extent.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all right.
And so I said to Kayla yesterday, I was like, look, I genuinely did not know that I was dumped. She was like, how? She was like, I told you in a text. And I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, reading the text, yeah, you do say you're over it. But you know how many times Kayla and I have said that to each other?
Yeah,
during the
especially after
relationship?
2 years. Yeah.
Oh, after 2 years, like, and look, we are passionate people. A relationship shouldn't have to be sunshine and rainbows 100% of the time. You're going to argue. If you care about each other, you argue. It's just part of the thing, right? Part of the package. And the amount of times we have said to each other, I'm over it. I'm packing my bags, you know, like the whole everything. And then we end up making up, just laughing about the situation. So I said to her, I was like, look, I didn't believe when you sent that text that you're over it. That fucking went over my head. I was like, yeah, I've heard it all before.
Yeah.
So then when she ended up going online and basically saying that, yeah, we're done, I shit myself. I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
And that's when I came to her and I said, I genuinely found out this on TikTok. And she apologized. She was like, I didn't realize that at the time. She was like, I thought you would have understood that when I said I was done, that I was done. And I was like, now that you say that, like, yeah, probably I should have.
Yeah.
But this grew arms and legs.
Fuck, did it what?
Fuck.
Brother.
I didn't believe what I was really seeing. And I still, it's a shock. It really is. But it's tough. It's tough because we have worked through so much in our lives, so much in the relationship. And I just played this out as like, okay, I am actually, in my head at the time, didn't do anything wrong. You know, I'm not doing anything behind her back. I'm not cheating on her. Like, we had a discussion. I told her what I was going to be up to. I just didn't think she thought it would look like that.
Yeah.
But in my head, I told her what was going to happen.
Right.
And I think reality hit. She felt disrespected, and I completely validate how she felt.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's kind of what we spoke about yesterday.
Yeah.
Of like how you felt was correct, how you dealt with it wasn't.
Yeah, right.
Taking a 2-year relationship online for something that I was like, we could have had this talk.
Yeah.
And you know what? Give her due. She said, I fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. She was like, I'd done this out of emotion and anger. And she acted on her emotion and anger. And the reason I didn't handle the situation right was because I acted on stubbornness.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
She was expecting me to blow up her phone, right? When I was in New York, because, you know, I sent her, before flying to New York, I sent her the last text. Well, fuck knows what I said. But she was expecting, so technically when she said I didn't reach out to her, in my head, I was like, I did reach out to you, I sent that last text. And then I went to New York. I was there for 2 days before I got dumped.
It's crazy.
You know?
That's wild. Yeah.
And fuck, it was a complete surprise.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, but you didn't speak to me, you didn't blow up my phone. And I was like, I was being stubborn. I was like, I was doing that on purpose because we were in an argument. Before I left, she said something to me that was so disrespectful. In my head, it was disrespectful, right? Like, I'm a guy, I'm a very simple man.
Yeah.
And she touched on something that she knew would piss me off. And we kind of had a giggle about it yesterday.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, I said that to you because I know how annoyed you get when I say stuff like that.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's tough, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not a laughing matter, but you can sometimes see the funny side of things like that. When it's a stupid argument, which is essentially what all this is about.
It's a bit silly.
It's very silly, mate.
Yeah.
And that wound me up to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna like blow up your phone because I know that's what pisses you off.
Right.
And I didn't think the situation would be like that. If I knew what it was going to turn out to be, I'd be blowing up her phone. Right? Like, hindsight's a great thing. And I admitted fault at that. I was like, yeah, you know what? I should have probably reached out to you a bit more. But I was like, I done that because of what you did to me. And that just becomes just a toxic situation, right?
Well, yeah, looking back, what would you guys do different? Like, would you have dropped the stubbornness?
Yeah, for sure. Because that's what happened.
Yeah, that's because I'm guilty of that as well.
Yeah.
I get so stubborn and I get in my head.
You know what makes me stubborn is because I hear horror stories about other couples being like, when you hear I've been around Kayla with her friends and whatnot, and they're like, yeah, this guy, like, all he just tries to blow up my phone all the time. Like he begs for me to come back, and I'm sitting there like, he's getting his name run. Like he looks like an absolute push right now, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to be that guy, and I'm like, I don't want to be the butt end of that conversation where, you know, she sat with all her friends saying, yeah, begging for me to come back. He's blowing up my phone.
Yeah,
it's tough, but
it's
that's
tough.
What is the difference between being like egotistical and being stubborn?
You're asking the wrong guy, brother.
That's what I'm starting to think about recently. I'm like, you know,
what do you think it was an ego thing for you, or you think have you always been stubborn?
I've always been stubborn.
Okay,
I've always been stubborn. Like even like my parents would say that too.
Yeah,
they were like, if you ever get pissed off, like I tend to just sit there.
I think the ego thing is like blowing up the phone because I've been the same. Like even in situations, I'm like, well, I don't want to annoy you, and I don't want to be like overbearing. Yeah, because I don't want to seem like I think it's just my ego getting in the way.
Yeah, and you want to feel loved as well.
Yeah,
when they call you first, it makes you feel some sort of way, right? You're like, oh, they do care. It's kind of a cry for help. Did
you tell Kayla you were coming on the podcast?
Yesterday I told her I was going on a podcast, didn't tell her which one.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I was gonna say she probably
No, look.
She won't be too chuffed.
No, I told her, I was like, look, I'm gonna be straight up and honest. Like Kayla and I, we still have love for each other, for sure.
Okay.
And like I know that was coming. I know you were gonna ask that at some point.
Yeah, but when you said you guys hung out, I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
okay.
like no wait.
Is she waiting in? She's gonna come in?
No, you know what? It's not like that. Like we both realised it's gone too far. Essentially, like this easily could have been talked out and worked on, like we always do. We have dealt with way bigger things, you know. Like this in my head was not a big deal, and she said that she just acted purely on emotion and anger, and she done something that she regretted, and I regret the stubbornness.
Okay, what about the fucking voice recording? What about that? Because the comments were mixed. They're like, oh, I think it's this. I think it's that.
Look.
Brother, I was like, she's doing some detective work. I was like,
that's the Latina in her.
I was like, that was really well structured. That she
was great.
Went through. Like that was. I'm gonna say it. That was a perfect 6-part series.
Oh, it's fantastic.
She crushed it. It was like I literally was sitting here. I was like, fuck, I wish I was good at content like this. Like this is.
So did I, and we had a laugh about that yesterday because I was like, like you made bags out of that.
I was like, that was really good.
Each a minute long, you nailed it. Nailed it. I couldn't have done it better myself.
Literally, like when she's like, yeah, this is it without the background noise. I'm like, oh, he's fucked.
Wow. And you know what? The best thing, honestly, that she done was that 6-part.
Yeah.
Because after the 6-part, because people were questioning, she was kind of saying like, look, I've got receipts and everything. And I'm thinking, what the fuck are these receipts? Like, I can't think of what I've done wrong.
Yeah.
It starts making you doubt yourself. It starts making you shit yourself. And obviously I call them fans, but they're not fucking fans.
Yeah.
Shit stirrers is what I like. So all the shit stirrers online, they start running with stories. He's cheated. You know, he's done this. Look at this. Look at that. Like they're deep diving, bringing people in that should never have been brought in. And I feel like the 6-part series, 6 episodes, kind of almost helped my case. After that, I actually started to get a bit of love, even though it was few and far between, of people like, look, I've seen, you know, the 6-part thing. I've seen all the proof of what you've actually done. It's really not that type of situation, you know. Like you, a lot of people and my mentors in life, like friends, really successful people of like, look, you were just trying to make your bread.
Yeah.
And Kayla understands that now, but I didn't tell her.
I think the biggest thing is it's just so hard to date in the same industry.
It's terrible.
Like, it's so difficult, especially especially if the same fucking show. Like, I remember how competitive all those guys I thought were my boys were from season 1, and everyone is like so competitive. But then also, like, when you guys are in the same space, in the same relationship, there's love, and you both want to be successful and want each other to be successful. But it's the same fucking industry. It's difficult.
It's very difficult, and you do have this like invisible cloak on when you're online, right? Like, what you put out online isn't sometimes what's going on in your real life.
Yeah.
Like all the deep conversations that Kayla and I had, like, we don't put that online. You know,
well, you
like,
should. Let's do a 6-part series. You won't remember
I'm not like
anyway.
that though. But here's the thing: I didn't come from like social media.
Yeah.
Before the TV show, I had a few thousand followers. That was it.
Yeah.
My life was a very private place. Kayla came from a place of like social media.
Right.
Like, she already had followers, and you know, she was doing YouTube and stuff. So I think she understood the industry a bit more than I did.
Yeah.
I don't think I've done too bad out of it though, genuinely. For somebody that's come in blind,
Yeah,
you know, like I've had a few fuck ups along the way.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, we all have.
but I think there was a point in my career where I felt invincible. You know, where like, you know, I came off this TV show.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just going to talk completely transparently here. I've done the best out of anyone on my series.
For sure.
For sure. Like,
Wait, who
you
else
know,
was on your series?
well, you've got Nick and Jowsey here who won it.
Oh, Jawa here.
Jowsey and Nick.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I think
so
I followed
they
that.
won the show. You've got Britton, James, Creed.
Oh, I love James.
Trying to think of who else was on.
Okay, yeah, no, you crushed it.
Yeah. So like I became, off the back of that, you know, and still very much, what's the word I'm thinking of when like you're...
Relevant.
Right. I continued to be relevant, and I didn't realise that would be also a curse. I just thought, this is fucking too easy. Everything I say, everything I do, all I get is love.
Yeah.
And people love Kayla and I, which is great. And I didn't ever expect Kayla and I to ever break up, genuinely. We had 2 years of a great relationship. Fantastic.
Yeah.
We learned from each other. We never had the same argument twice, that was for sure.
Wow.
Every time we argued, and we're both passionate people.
Yeah.
And we would always get through it. And I just felt like everything was fucking too easy, too great.
Yeah.
I think so did she to a certain point. And little did I know that if any of that were to ever have ended like how it has, that you would have such a contrast in hate of like, from being such a loved individual to being trashed by all the same people.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's really like...
Well, I think it's just the audience with reality TV. It's not like they grew up with us. Like these YouTubers, like the audience is there throughout their whole life.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just like, it's all rented with us.
Exactly. And I feel like... Sorry, let me take a drink. It's hard, isn't it, talking about it really? Like,
yeah, no, you're doing great, you're doing great.
No, like I haven't spoke about it, and this is like,
Yeah.
this is nice. It really is nice. It's kind of like a therapy session.
Yeah, I'm just listening.
You know? Yeah, fucking hell, you're gonna bill me after this.
No, if I'm your therapist, you should
Yo,
fucking,
fuck.
you should ask yourself some
Yeah,
questions.
something's really going wrong. But no, don't play yourself down like that, man. You're a good person.
No, I'm trying, brother.
Yeah, you know what it is? Like you're a great guy, and you speak openly, and like I have now found out, it can sometimes bite in the ass.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how I feel, and I feel like we've not had the same stories, I suppose, but I know that you have had what I'm going through right now.
Yeah.
Because when you're in a really dark and horrible place, like when everything feels pitch black around you, like certain lights shine brighter, and that's what I love to. That's kind of what's got me through this.
Yeah.
And like when everything's bright, you sometimes miss the other bright lights. When you're in the light,
Yeah.
When you're in the dark, sometimes these bright lights are like, wow, I never saw that. You know?
That's
and then
nice,
like I'm grateful for you to have like been one of those lights.
Yeah.
To be like, don't worry about this. Like it happens.
Yeah.
You know, you're not a bad person, even though sometimes
yeah.
you doubt it because
Yeah.
it feels like the whole world is on your back.
Yeah. But the thing is, it only lasts like a week. And then
Fucking-
it's a long week. Well, for you,
Yeah, like no, like that. Yeah, that's a long week,
Yeah,
brother.
but it feels like forever because the problem is like
Yeah.
you go and you read all the comments and you keep validating how you feel and you're like, oh fuck, I feel terrible, and it's tough. I've been there. It's silly.
Yeah.
But back to Kayla. So what's happening now? You guys had that whole conversation.
We had
You
a
guys
conversation.
Hung out. You're in love again. You're back together.
Nah.
Micah's in the picture.
No, Micah was never in the. Let me just draw this line. Mike and I were never in any picture. This was just a friendship. Like, we have the same management. Yeah, I mean, again, Kayla and I spoke about that yesterday, and it was like Kayla was pissed off, and Micah was pissed off. Everybody was pissed off. And then when nobody is thinking from like a sane point of view, from like a calm, cool and collected point of view, you say shit that is just purposely going to wind the other person up, right?
Right.
So I said this to Kayla. I said, look, the messages between you and Micah, I was like, write that off.
Right.
I was like, that was just you and her pissed off. That is so off topic of really what's going on here.
Yeah.
The whole Micah situation, that is so off topic.
Yeah.
That was beef that Kayla and I had that wasn't helped by what she was seeing.
Yeah.
And she was seeing through the eyes of anger and emotion.
Yeah.
And I was playing on stubbornness.
Yeah.
And that's never a good mixture, is it?
No. Well, okay, back to Fashion Week with Micah. Why didn't you share that you were her +1? Or did you say
I wasn't her +1.
You weren't?
No, I wasn't her +1.
Okay.
That's something that has been, again, just misconstrued.
Okay.
I wasn't her +1. We have the same management. I was with this management in New York. Like, I was trialing them.
Okay.
We have the same stylist. Mike and I were at some of the same shows together, but the majority of the time I was on a separate show. So me and
there's so
Micah
much shit
barely
going
hung
on.
out. We actually barely hung out.
Yeah.
It only looks like we were hanging out every day because of pictures.
Right.
But a lot of these pictures were from the same day.
Yeah.
It's just different outfits.
What about the feet photo where your face is in the feet?
Fucking hell.
Because that,
Right.
brother.
No, right. And here we are again.
Because
Right?
I don't mind sucking some toes. So when I
fuck.
saw that, I
There
was like,
wasn't even
I
any
was like, he's a
feet in
savage.
it.
Yeah, it was like the pre toe
Yeah,
suck.
and again, this was brought up in the conversation.
come on,
Listen,
clear this
I was
up.
like, look, that was a photo bomb. In hindsight, probably should have.
Photobomb?
Yes. So no. So
She was taking a photo of her feet, and you're like, what
That
do you
wasn't
put my
Micah,
face
though.
in? Oh, that was a random guy.
No, it wasn't even a random person. It was somebody who was. I'm not going to name who or. But
Pull
this
it up.
was-
No, I'm joking.
No, but but the girl who took the picture wasn't the person who it was. Like, but it was, again, I'm speaking professionally here. Like, I'm not going to bring professionals into the matter.
Yeah.
But that was purely, so the photographer was there. Those heels, I don't know, they were being showcased for they were Dior heels. And they were being showcased. They were being worn, and the photographer was taking a picture of them to then either send to Dior. I don't really know.
Yeah.
But anyway, a picture was being taken for the heels, and I just jumped in and photobombed it.
Yeah.
And
You're a
that's
silly guy.
I'm a silly
guy
fucker.
as well.
I'm a silly guy.
Yeah.
And I don't think sometimes ahead, right? And people that know me know I do stupid shit like that.
Well, I also think, and you know, maybe this is just me, but like whenever you're in a relationship and you're having a fight, you may try and do things that like piss the other person off a little bit. Would you think that was the case, or no?
I wasn't even thinking that deep.
Okay.
I'm just a silly guy.
Silly goose.
That was just me, a photobomb, man. I didn't never think. I didn't. Again, I wasn't sucking no toes.
Well, you should
the
have.
feet went. I'm not really a foot guy, but
Really?
toes aren't my go-to.
Well, when you and
But
Kayla
heat in the
eventually
moment-
get back together, you should be like, hey, I want to try something new.
I'll ask her.
Wait, so
I might not ask her right now.
wait, you think you guys are gonna get back together?
We've not. No, right now,
okay,
right now,
fuck.
no. Right now, honestly, no. Like right
Yeah.
now, we both love each other. Genuinely, we do.
Yeah.
And we admitted that. We were like, look, I still love you. You still love me. Like, we had that conversation.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this could have been solved. No
So
bother.
easy.
No bother.
Yeah.
And we both admitted that. Like, we both sat down yesterday. We wish we had this conversation at the start.
Yeah.
We both care about each other so much, and we love each other, and I think that's why it got so heated, because it was coming from a place of we both felt betrayed. Because there's too many voices now involved.
Yeah.
It's online.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
and
fucking
like
tough.
I felt really hard done by, and I think she
Yeah.
did too. And we both admitted that there were some things we'd done that were wrong. She really apologized for putting it online. She was like, "You didn't deserve that. You didn't need that."
Yeah.
And I see, for her saying that, because that's my only issue.
Yeah.
For her to actually turn around and say, I'm sorry for doing that. I never should have done that. It was never a big enough deal to go off and do that. Bro, I actually cried a little.
Did you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Oh.
And I'm not a cry. I don't cry much, but like that, like I fucking cried.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
fair.
actually just thanked her. I was like, that's all I wanted.
Yeah.
And she was like, but again, why your responses don't seem like you're very emotional? I was like, trust me, I was emotional. But I was shocked. Everything that you saw online from that moment, if you think about it, it all happened so quick.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, woke up one morning and everything was hate.
Yeah.
You know, went to bed, a few hateful comments, woke up the next day, and I felt like the world was on top of me. My sister, like...
She was on top of you as well?
No.
Brother. Okay.
You just ruined a fucking good moment, you
Sorry.
dickhead. No, you know what, this isn't a good moment, but look,
Yeah.
I feel like I can deal with my issues fine, but as soon as my family are brought into things, that's when it goes a step too far. Like,
Yeah.
people tell me I should die and I should kill myself and that I'm nothing, call me every name under the sun. I can somewhat deal with that. It is hard. But when people are messaging my sister, telling her to go kill herself and stuff, that's when I'm like,
That's a bit much.
this is a bit much. And that's when I was like, okay, fuck. Like, this is out of control.
Yeah.
You know, when people are going out their way to message my family, family first all the time. When you're in my close circle, you become part of that family. And like, fuck, I love that.
Yeah.
Like, I love that family. And fuck, when people are telling my sister to go and die and shit, and
It's horrible.
you know, she deserves, you know, all this pain, I'm like, fuck. You know?
that hurts.
And Kayla didn't mean for that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you know what the internet's like, but she was like, I didn't realise like that was going to happen, and that she was sorry about that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a lovely way to hash things out, and I really respect her for that.
And when you were talking to her, did you apologize, right?
Of course I did.
Okay.
And I validated everything that she felt.
Okay.
I completely validated it. Like, I was like, you are absolutely right to be pissed off. You're right to have these suspicions. I was like, but stupid. Like I said, I'm a very simple man.
Yeah.
I've had one too many crashes. But I should have dealt with the situation differently. But we were in an argument.
Right.
And nothing is ever going to be done correctly during an argument. You always have to take a little step back to come back and like do things right again.
Do you think this was the biggest issue in your relationship? Or have you guys had problems before?
We've had problems before.
Like bigger than this, though?
I mean, look, it's hard to say if they were bigger because the outcome of this is the biggest ever negative outcome that's ever happened because it was taken public, and you know, we have probably dealt with bigger issues that because we dealt with it privately, they were fixed and we worked through it, and it made us love each other even more.
Yeah.
But there's never been, and this is where I went wrong, is that I think I was almost too comfortable in a relationship where I had complete trust in her. She had complete trust. I thought she had complete trust in me. And I just thought everything was just easy and I could go and, you know, just go to New York. It's fine. I'm not going to do anything bad and sus. And I just assumed that she knew that.
Right.
And I think I should have reassured her more and been a bit of that psycho boyfriend that she was wanting.
Yeah.
I think every girl wants their boyfriend to be slightly psycho.
I think there's like a little bit of like, you have to be a tiny bit jealous.
You got to be jealous.
And over communicate.
I'm not a jealous guy.
Yeah,
and because I knew that, like, in my head, everything I was doing in my head was coming from a place of love and respect. I didn't think I had to be that reassuring because I assumed she already knew. And that's where I went wrong, I think.
Yeah. So next steps now with her, are you guys going to hang out? Are you going to...
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I said, like we do love each other and we care for each other so much. I would never wish any harm on her.
Yeah.
And like, I would just wanted her to know that because I didn't want her to think, you know, when I told her I was coming to the podcast, you could see her kind of go like, "Ooh, like, what are you going to do?" And I said to her, I was like, I'm going to be just how I am with you right now. I was like, I'm not going to talk shit about you. I'm not going to do anything that's going to fight fire with fire. I was like, I'm coming from a place of complete love and respect because you deserve that. Like she does. She deserves that. It's not, I don't blame her for how she felt. She was so entitled for that.
Yeah.
But like, it kind of got blown out of proportion.
Would you be mad if she went on a date with someone else?
It's a bit soon, mate.
That's how
you look.
Like,
no, no.
I would, come on.
Yeah, you would be, right?
After
like,
2
but
years.
does she deserve to go on a date with somebody else? Yeah. I can't really stop that. Would it make me feel sick? Yes. Mate, I think I would probably skip breakfast if if I found out she went on a date. But
well, I got a date tonight. No,
no,
I know Kayla hates me. I know
Valentina.
No,
Kayla doesn't hate you, man.
No, she definitely did.
No.
Yeah, I should probably clear that up, guys. I accidentally spilled a drink on Kayla the first time I met her, and it was okay. It was. I had no idea she was behind me. We're at I don't know, we're at a fucking bar or some shit at an event, and I'm on this table and there's like a little ledge between us, and I didn't realize Kayla was sitting right here with her back to us. I'm sitting on the ledge and my friend walks over and sits down, and I go to put my arm around him, and I was like fully sober. I didn't know there was a fucking line of drinks sitting there, and I hit like 3 drinks and they go all down her back.
Yeah.
And I remember just seeing her stand up, and then I'm like, fuck, who did I put those drinks on? And she turns around, I was like, oh fuck, it's Kayla. And that was in the middle of like when there was some drama going on, and I was like, I know she doesn't like me too much.
It's funny, but she called me up, and because obviously we the long distance, all we really have is phone calls, but she called me up. Well, you never fucking believe this.
Bro.
And
I felt so bad.
No, wait. She was like, fucking Harry spilled a drink on me. And she took it a bit personal at the start.
Yeah.
I was like, darling, do you really believe he spilt a drink on you on purpose? I was like, of course he didn't.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, you're right. She was like, but obviously, again, like you said, this was during
some drama.
The drama.
Yeah.
She was cool with you, man.
We got to clear up the "you look sexy as fuck." You like that audio?
That audio.
We didn't even
you
clear
were
that
talking
up.
about the audio.
Yeah, we didn't clear that up.
Right,
What did you say?
Right. I don't know what I said, but I know I didn't say that. No, but here's the thing. Like, if you think about the situation, I don't know at what point I was being audioed, but I know for a fact I didn't say that because of the context. You look sexy as fuck. Do you like that? Am I on a fucking porno right now?
Well, you never know.
Like,
brother.
do you like that? Yeah, like, you sexy as fuck.
I don't know what club. There's some weird fucking clubs in New York.
I listened to the audio yesterday again with Kayla, right? And I was like, Kayla, I did not say that. I was like, it sounds like to me, this is a good song. Do you like that? Which to me, I'm like, that kind of makes sense. She was like, you definitely said fuck. So I was like, okay, let me hear it.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, if potentially I said maybe this is sick as fuck, do you like that?
Yeah.
This is sick as fuck, do you like that? Or this is a good song, do you like that? I hear either.
You're lucky because you got an accent as well.
Well, I've got an accent, but
and no one knows what you're saying.
But why would I say you're sick as fuck, do you like that? It's not an intimate situation.
Well, you never know.
There was a good song going on about like you
never know what Micah said to you.
Fuck. I don't think you were like fuck.
I'm joking.
But no shit. But no. Again, we cleared that up.
Okay.
And here's the thing, that was such a little part of the bigger picture. That was just like a fucking fuck you, and this is what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Again, when you're angry, you like I've been in the situation before. Bro, like when Kayla went to Coachella, this is funny. We were, bro, this was my first like serious relationship. Like the first girl that I can truly say that I loved beyond belief, right? And the first year she went to Coachella, it sent me sideways.
It's tough.
It's tough, right? And I remember it's doing some like really psychotic shit, like seeing who she's with, viewing their stories, pausing stories to see, is she there, like who's she with? Like,
I've been there.
You've been there, right?
It's tough, bro.
It's tough. And I feel like when you're looking for something you don't want to see, you fucking see it.
Yeah, well that's also like when you know it's going bad as well, because I've been there as well where I'm like, okay, fuck, I know they're at this party, I've got another friend there, check anyone else that they've tagged or whatever else, and then you go down that rabbit hole deep. And then you look for their fucking mentions, and then you're up to like 4 a.m. and you're like, fuck, like
you're in a rabbit hole of
but you're just trying to validate that feeling, trying to validate that gut instinct, and which is also like fucking horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's not great, because that's also when I've known that I've been in a toxic relationship is when I'm doing shit like that. That's like over the top. So now I'm just like way too relaxed, and that doesn't help.
The good thing is that we worked through that, and like she could have went wherever she wanted. I think Chase actually touched on it on his TikTok. Like, she went to Art Basel, man. I was at her place building furniture. I was as happy as a pig in shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was just chilling. And she could do it. Because I knew, like, she's fine.
Do you miss her?
Of course I miss her, man. Of course I do. Of course I miss her.
Give her a little love, though. Go on, say I love you.
I said this to her yesterday.
You can say it and cry. It's all good. Safe space. There's only 5
No, I
people.
can't. Mate, honestly, like,
Come on, Kayla.
No.
I'll help you. Kayla, the last 2 years have been so special.
they were special.
I want to have a family with you.
I did actually. No, genuinely, marriage and family were on the cards.
Then why are we giving it up?
Like, it's not that. It's right at this moment in time. We can't. We just can't.
But you're
Genuinely.
moving here, no?
Potentially New York now.
Oh, you motherfucker.
No, honestly, New York's
New
a
York,
fucking great
come on.
place.
It's crazy.
It's fucking crazy. I love New York and I love LA.
Yeah.
But I just need to see how. Listen, this is early doors, man. Like, do I still love Kayla? Do I still respect her? Of course I do.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Like, we had a 2-year fucking insane relationship, an amazing relationship.
Yeah.
So, but we just can't be with each other right now. We can't. After everything that's happened, it's gone a bit too far.
Yeah, it's also tough online when you get back and then you break up again.
It would just, you know what?
That's what I would do.
Yeah, fuck. But and it just it just winds people, and I don't want to do that right now. I think it's. I'm a very big, like, mate. My head's been in the Bible this whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, I'm a very religious individual, and I was going to remain in the dark, and because it's a scary place when you're being silenced, when you're being humiliated. You really start doubting yourself, you know, and you don't want to shine light on the situation. And I've been really praying, and I've always been religious, right? But recently I've been really religious, and with this situation, the only person that I've really turned to is God.
Wow.
On a serious note, and I was reading the Bible, and I came through this passage, and it's kind of what made me feel a bit more comfortable of coming to speak to you.
Really?
I don't want to shy away, and I don't want to be silenced, even though the whole world's telling me to be silent and to hide away in the dark. I don't mind shining light on myself because I know that what I've done is come from a place of love and respect and being genuine. So that's what like made me want to actually come and just speak about everything. It's like getting it all off my chest. It's a funny thing that when you do get to a point of like when you feel at rock bottom, it's like you turn to things that you never would have turned to otherwise.
Yeah.
And everything happens for a reason, and that's what's made me so comfortable with this whole thing. And I said to Kayla, I was like, look, if we are meant to be, we will be. If we're not, and this is all that we could have done with each other in our lives, like, we have learned something, whatever it is, but we're destined for better.
Yeah.
You're always destined for better. And like, even your friend that's going through a hard time right now, there is something there's going to be an answer for that at some point.
Yeah, I need to figure it out because we grew up with my parents. Like, we don't want you to believe in anything until you turn 18 so you can make your own mind up.
Yeah.
And now I'm 27, so I'm a little bit late.
Never too late, man. It's never too late. Even if you're on your last breath and you turn around and pray, that's enough.
All right, guys, now we're going to get into your questions, and they're great. And if you want to submit your questions, please go to boyfriendmaterial.imunwell.com. This one's from Brianna. Say Brianna. There we go. Harry and Seb. I need hot sex advice for a couple coming up on 10 years of marriage.
Come on.
How do we keep the flame going like it was yesterday? What are your hopes for when you hit your 10 year with your wife? Thank you. What would you do?
What would I do, man? What have you not done? Well, here, toes, for example. I don't know, getting about the toes. I'd be a bit, you know what? Like, get dressed up, man.
Yeah, do some role play.
Do some role play. Like, get excited.
Tend to be a robber. Hey.
Yeah, like,
give me that cum.
Here's the thing. Give me that fucking.
I'm here to rob those eggs.
R.I.P. that kitty.
Yeah. P the kitty?
I don't know. That's what they say in America, no?
What?
R.I.P. that kitty.
Oh, okay. I thought you said pee in her kitty, and I'm like, brother. What,
I mean, look, if that's what ticks your boxes.
Well, yeah. How would you spice it up? How
would I spice it up?
In your longest relationship?
Get kinky, man. Get kinky with it. Like, get the handcuffs out, get a blindfold on, like, get dressed up. I'm not, like, look, some people, like, want to involve other people. I'm not for that.
No.
I can't do that.
Okay.
They would send me sideways.
Yeah. What if it's their friend?
I mean, look, if that's what they're into, if that's what that person's in, like, look, 10 years of marriage, what camera am I looking at right now? Which one?
All of them.
That one.
Yeah.
10 years of marriage, if you want to introduce somebody else, do it.
Yeah.
It's not for me, but might be for you.
Yeah, I feel like maybe you get like a little sexy novel or something and see what lights your fire.
Watch 50 Shades of Grey, maybe.
Yeah.
Is that a bit much?
No. People watch
Get
shit.
kinky with it.
Yeah.
Get the blindfold on, get the handcuffs out, get dressed up.
Put a carrot up your ass.
Get dressed up, yeah.
Pretend to be a rabbit.
Eat ass?
Yeah.
Not too far.
Oh, no. We love eating ass. All right, Jesse. Harry and Seb, the guy I'm dating refuses to share his location with me. We aren't official yet, but basically we are. And whenever I bring it up, he changes the subject. I see it as a trust and safety thing. What are your thoughts on sharing locations in a relationship?
I mean, there's a difference between being exclusive and being basically exclusive. Is that what you said?
Basically in a relationship.
There's no basically about it. Are you in the relationship or out of the relationship?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think share the location, unless you're up to dodgy shit.
See, I've been in relationships where we've shared the location, but that's after bad shit has happened and we don't have trust and we're trying to build it up. I think the goal is not to share each other's locations.
I mean, look, me and Kayla never shared each other's location, but if she one day turned around to me and said, "Can I have your location?" I'd say, yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, she could go on my phone, do whatever she needed to do. I have been in relationships in the past where I'd be taking the phone to the shower and everything because I'd be up to no good.
Yeah.
But I feel like, it's just red flags, man, isn't it? It's like, it's just that.
Yeah, look, Jesse, I just think that, if you're not in a relationship and they haven't broken your trust, I think you've just been a bit much.
I mean, look, I'm talking from a place of like trust, like just give your location. Like, no big deal. I mean, look, if I was up to no good, I would say fuck no.
Okay.
But take my location. If anything, if I ever lose my phone, you know where the fuck it's at.
Well, I think get in a relationship first.
Or that.
Yeah, date first.
Yeah, get in a relationship, then yeah, for sure.
Share your location. Yeah. Okay, sweet. Hannah, Harry and Seb. I've been dating a guy since May and he's moving out of state at the end of the year.
Yeah.
We're really into each other. We talk about our future, moving in together, etc. But the physical piece is really important for us because our love languages are physical touch.
Yeah.
First of all, what is your love language? Second of all, how do we do long distance and how can we make this work? Because I really like him.
To answer that first, my love language is physical touch.
Yeah.
I don't need anything else, man. Just give me a cuddle.
Really?
Tickle my arm, yeah. You don't need to do anything for me. Just tickle me. But not so that I laugh, just nice, you know?
Yeah.
I like that. But I think long distance is great and it's a good test. I'm all for the long distance. It's a great test.
No, she's not asking if you're for it. She's asking how do you make it work?
How do you make it work? Phone sex. Yeah. Phone sex.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm afraid they're screen recording and I'm sitting there moaning and biting my pillow.
Why are you biting your pillow?
Why not?
Do you ever tug and bite your pillow at the same time? What are you doing?
No, I don't know. There's weird shit going on.
Where's your other hand? Well, obviously one's holding the phone.
Yeah. We've got a foot up there, everything.
You got the tripod out and shit.
Yeah, of course.
Do you?
Full production.
Serious?
Yeah, in front
ring
of a
light?
mirror. No, yeah. Yeah, in my ring piece. No. Okay.
No. Okay. Right,
no, fuck you. No. I think my love language is quality time. You know, like just.
I love that.
Yeah, if you're just around.
Quality time is fantastic.
So good.
But yeah, like if he's moving out of state, man, just get into the phone set. And then when you see each other again, it's like the honeymoon phase all over again. Ooh. You're all over each other. It's fantastic.
But yeah, so what are things that you've done that have made the long distance work better? Because you guys have been long distance for pretty much most of your relationship, right?
Look, yeah, and I love work.
Right.
I'm obsessed with work and I love business. I love making deals happen. When I go home, I'm fully focused in work.
Yeah.
With everything that I'm doing. I'm a busy man. I'm married to the money. I have to admit.
Yeah.
And Kayla knows that as well. And like when we would leave each other, it was like, yeah, like, listen, you do what you need to do. And it kind of worked out because during the day I could work and do what I needed to do. And then when she'd wake up, it was the evening time. Usually I'm winding down, we could talk. And then she could go off, like when I go to bed, she goes off and does what she needs to do during the day. So that's how it really worked out for us. And then, like I said, we would fucking get spicy on the phone and shit.
Because the time difference is hard. LA and UK.
Yeah, 8 hours.
Yeah, that's fucking annoying, no?
Well, no, because like I said, like I think what is annoying is getting fucking phone calls during the day when you're trying to crack on with work.
True.
Like imagine you're sitting doing podcasts and everything else you're doing and your phone's
probably
pinging away, phoning, like it's a bit
probably
like fuck.
Yeah.
So for me, no, it's perfect.
Okay.
But I didn't want to do that forever.
No.
But with our lives, we're always traveling.
Yeah.
So, but no, I felt like, and it was always back to the honeymoon phase when we'd see each other again. It was fucking great.
That's kind of nice.
That was lovely, man.
Damn, you should get back with her. Anyway, I think also scheduling time when you're going to see each other.
Of course.
Like, be like, okay.
And communication, oh my God.
Oh.
And trust me, I'm speaking from my experience.
Yeah.
Our communication was actually always pretty good. We learned how to be better at communicating.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, sometimes it gets tough. You miscommunicate because you're annoyed, whatever. But communication's fucking key.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a big, big thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, scheduling, like, okay, this date, I'm free. I'm going to come see you. Let's make it work.
How far state are we talking?
I think it's pretty easy if it's in the States. Like,
Yeah.
there's flights going every day.
Exactly. And
All
you
right.
make it work. If you care about the parent, you make it work.
Yeah, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
Fuck, come on, Hannah, you silly goose. All right, well, that was it for the questions. Brother, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Where can people find you to send you some love instead of hate?
Yeah, I mean, we're the fucking everywhere. I'm on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram.
What's your handles?
Well, TikTok is Seb Melrose. Instagram is Seb Melrose. Snapchat, Sebastian Melrose. Where else am I on? I'm on no dating apps.
Okay.
Not yet.
Nah, good.
Nah, definitely not anytime soon either. Fuck that.
Yeah.
They scare me. All my friends are on dating apps, man. It scares me.
Well, Tinder's great because they're our sponsor.
You heard it from the horse's mouth.
But guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
We have another big episode coming next week with someone else going through a breakup. If you did enjoy today's episode, please rate us 5 stars.
Please don't tell me it's Kayla.
It is.
Serious?
No, it's not. It's not. Imagine. Oh, imagine.
And next week we've got Kayla Rich.
No,
Yay!
I honestly thought about it. I was like, no, I can't do that.
No, honestly,
That would be
no, I
crazy.
feel like that would be funny.
Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. We love you. We'll see you next week. Ciao.